Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, bringing you no frills commentary for The Voice. It is the Blind Auditions episode 4, and we are getting close to them finishing up. There's one more episode of auditions coming next Monday at 8 p.m. So I'm going to jump right into it and talk about some of what happened tonight on the show. First up was Ducky Duke. 26 did Tighten Up. The judges were pointing at each other and stuff, trying to get them to get each other's buttons, seemed kind of to play and playing around and stuff. And several were trying to get Adam to press his button. And Ducky was rocking out, you know, he was doing his thing. He walked behind the coaches' chairs, and again, I thought he was like somebody else who I thought he was gonna walk up in front of the judges, but he didn't. He stayed back a little bit, and no one pressed their button for him. So sorry about that. Better luck next time. I don't know if they're gonna have a wild card or not, but I think they probably will. Jonathas, 23, was up. He did You Got It Bad by Usher. Let me tell you, he started singing and he sounded so much like a young Usher. I was just like, oh my God, and the judges were saying, wow, we thought they were punking us because we thought that Usher was really up there singing. So nonetheless, he had a very, very nice voice. But he was also doing a little dance and stuff, doing his thing, pleasing the crowd and everything. So I really enjoyed that. Ceelo chimed in for him first, and then Xtina. And he went with Christina Aguilera as his coach. Monique Benabou, I think it's Benabou, 23, she did Mr. Know-It-All, Kelly Clarkson. The judges were so concentrating while she was singing. They were just like totally like just in it, just listening, right? And I thought she sounded okay, but she wasn't dead on the notes. Christina ended up ringing in after Blake kind of looked over and was like, you could do something with her, you know? So she rang in, and she was the only one. So she's on team Christina. Xtina. I keep calling it Christina Xtina, so you know, either it's interchangeable. Broadway baby Tony Vincent, 38, was there next doing We Are the Champions. He was sporting guyliner, you know, the black nail polish. His wife was there, they're about to have a kid. It was just all these different things going on, right? But I wrote, he came to rule, and rule he did. He just blew this song out of the park. Very rough, very, he was just intense. He was just doing his thing. Ceelo turned around for him, and yeah, I think he scared some of the coaches because they were just like, he was really, I mean, he was just really into it, really doing his thing, and I really enjoyed it. And he was trending on Twitter for a while because a lot of his fans were in there because he's done a lot of Broadway shows. And the only thing about the song, it ended really abruptly for me. I was just like, is it over? It was just bump, and it was done. Anthony Evans came up next, 33. He did some Marvin Gaye, what's going on? So he had a different sound from what I expected, right? But he was so very comfortable on stage, and what he was doing, just kind of let it sit in the pocket. He had Kirk Franklin there and his father for support, his father and mother. But Kirk Franklin was there, and I was like, oh, all right, they bringing in some big time like supporters. These are some big time people auditioning for The Voice this season. Christina chimed in for him, and because Ceelo was I wrote before Ceelo got a chance to, because Ceelo was about to chime in and Christina hit the button just before the song ended and turned around. So he's on team Xtina. Jamie Lono was up next. He was 22. He did Folsom Prison Blues, Johnny Cash. Adam chimed in right away. It was just him and the guitar, and he had the audience like right here, right in the palm of his hands, right? I like the way like he got really rough at times and really loud, and then he brought it back down and made it really soft and pretty. He really was working his dynamics. He was working with everything that he had, and I really enjoyed that. He was so humble. He was so down to earth, so sweet. And, you know, I just really enjoyed his performance and his personality afterwards. Ceelo chimed in for him, and Adam chimed in for him. And Jamie was saying, oh, you know, I make sandwiches for a living. And Ceelo said, well, I like to eat sandwiches, so we should get together. He had everybody dying. I mean, all the judges were like falling out of the chair laughing. Of course, the audience was laughing, and he chose Ceelo. Dylan Chambers was up next. 19, did Valerie. Yeah, when the first beat hit, I thought he was gonna jump out of his skin, right? He was like concentrating with, and he was like this, and I was like, oh my God, is the boy okay? But obviously that got him into the moment because he just got on it, did a good job. I felt like he came alive during the song. He just really did. He had a really nice falsetto moment, but none of the judges chimed in for him. His mom was like there for him. She's a vocal coach, but he just didn't make it. But I just thought he was just like, I thought this poor boy that had scared him half to death. Oh, Lord. Too bad, but maybe he, again, there's always the extra wild card round, so let's see what happens with that. They showed a few more people who didn't get through. Then Justin Hopkins, 30, came up. He did Babylon, David Gray, and he had a nice gruffness to his voice, and the judges kept putting their hands close to the buzzer. Ceelo chimed in for him, and he's the judge that Justin had wanted anyway, so that worked out pretty well. Nicolle Galyon, 27, did You Save Me, Kete Chesney. She got on the piano. She's a country singer. She said, you know, they didn't like her playing piano, wanted her to play guitar and all that, and she didn't want to do that, blah, this and the other. Well, she got on the piano and started out just so sweet and pretty. Then Adam chimed in for her, and she started losing it a little bit, I think. But she, you know, she had moments going up and down. You know, it was a little here and there, in and out, but she just had such a sweet sound. She was so, I can't help it, she was pretty. She was pretty, okay, and you just couldn't see that, but she was. But she also had a pretty sound to her voice, and she is now Team Adam. They also showed some clips of more people going through: Ashley De La Rosa, Jordan Rager, Karla Davis, Alex, I don't know how you pronounce it, they didn't say their names. And Christina Milian came on. Next up was Erick Tipton, 31. He did You Make My Dreams, Hall & Oates, and he definitely had some voice going on. But he always said the people watched him and they didn't see his voice because of the way he looked and all that different stuff. And he sounded a lot different than he did look, that is for sure. The judges were vibing on the music, but they didn't turn their chairs around for him. So they basically said he wasn't original enough. You know, they turned around, they were talking, they were saying he wasn't, you know, he had to really break out the box and be more original with the song, and he just didn't do it. Last up, they had Matai. She was 18, she did Rumor Has It, Adele. Adam chimed in right away as soon as she started singing. She just had a really nice sound. I liked her sound a lot. She had some range, she was solid, she was sassy, she was pretty, she was, you know, just kind of doing her performance thing. She was just, she had command of the song, and the song didn't have command of her, if you know what I'm talking about. Blake also chimed in, and then Ceelo. And she was just so natural, and Adam stood up for her, you know, when the song was finished, gave her a little standing ovation, and she chose Adam. They have one more night of auditions, as I was saying. I tried to get through this as quickly as possible, tell you guys what happened, what went on. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you didn't see the show, I hope you enjoyed my commentary. Chime in, let me know what you thought. I am Robert Anton, robertanton.com. You can check out my originals here on YouTube. Also, I do the So You Want to Be a Singer series here on YouTube, teaching performers how to be professionals and make a living as singers. All right, I'm out. Peace.